This might. Yeah, we'll see how this goes.
With the north number 13 from Holly High School, Annalise Bailey.
Yep. Yep. You are right, my friends. Yeah. Good move.
And our final two players from the north, from Easton High School, number 14, Maggie Morton. And also from Snyder High School, number 15, Ania Lowe.
You are watching the FCA All-Star Festival Volleyball game presented by Big Country Chevy Dealers on BigCountryHomepage.com. We are almost underway for the first set of today's matchup. The first two matches do not count. It is a best-of-3 series. We will take you to the national anthem. So we are just about to begin here at Bulldog Gym at Wiley High School. The first two sets do not count. They are just practice sets. And as you can hear, it is loud in here. To my right are the football players for the blue team, the North. And on the opposite end, the red team, the South. It will be loud in here, folks. Bear with us. The rosters for each side as we are set to begin. For the North team, Samantha Sanford out of Clyde High School. Jacqueline Morantis out of Dublin High School. Jaden Franklin out of Abilene High. Bailey Young out of Breckenridge High School. Allison Pierce out of Abilene High. McKenna Sanderson out of Monday High School. Logan Terrazas out of Big Spring. Hannah Rule out of Hawley High School. Hannah Mobley out of Sweetwater High School. Chloe Goodman out of Stephenville High School. Daniela Segura out of Gorman High School. JC Morton out of Stephenville High School. Vandelise Bailey out of Hawley High School. Maggie Morton out of Eastland High School. And Ania Ware out of Snyder High School. As for the South, Rylan Duncan out of Jim Ned High School. Then Alexis Garcia out of Abilene Cooper. Pierce Jorrell out of Abilene Cooper as well. And then we have Kenzie Jordan out of Water Valley. Cassidy McWright out of Brant High School. Casey Gober out of Early High School. Kirsten Gomez out of San Angelo Central High School. Mary Kyle Johnson out of Sonora High School. Tori Miller out of Brownwood High School. Ellie Ryan out of Early. Jada Willis out of Cooper. Kristen Stilley out of Brant. Ginger Landman out of Wiley. Ariana Reagan out of Brady. And just as mentioned previously, these are just the practice sets. As the North takes a 2-0 lead. Let's go down the list of cheerleaders in this game as well. Allie Andrus out of Haskell High School. Caitlin Bird out of Cisco High School. Gracie Bynum out of Cooper High School. Alexis Gomez out of Wiley. Hope Holland out of Jim Ned. Macy Kirk out of Wiley. Carly Lefevre out of Stanford. As the South just got a point. Julia Mashburn out of Cahoma. Caitlin McGuire out of Cooper. Giovanna Pena out of Roscoe. Sierra Piper out of Sweetwater. Elizabeth Smith out of Jim Ned. Arielle Ortiz out of Askell. Kayla Turk out of Abilene. And Bonnie Wilkinson out of Roscoe. It is a 3-3 game here as we take the action to the court.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
In the back setting here is Samantha Sanford. Serves. Goes off of the banner. Great dig there. And the block, but a nice save. And the point will go to the South. 4-3, the South leads. We are just getting started here. First set does not count to the action. There will be 3 sets that will follow the first 2 practice sets. As that one hits the floor and the South takes a 5-3 lead. It's loud in here, folks. We have both football teams that will be competing tonight at 7 p.m. at Shotwell Stadium for the final game of the FCA All-Star Festival. As that one is deflected and shanked away. 6-3, the South leads. For the South, Casey Gober out of Early High School will be going to Tarleton State. Serves it there. The response by J.C. Morton. South keeps it alive. The set. Deflected, but back. Over the top. Going in for the kill. It's Tori Miller out of Brownwood High School. 7-3, the South leads. Not a bad opening act. A lot more where that comes from. The set and the kill is wide of the back line. And it's 7-4. So now for the North, it will be Logan Terrazas at a Big Spring High School. The 5'11" senior. A beautiful block there. A combined block by J.C. Morton and Vandalise Bailey. Morton out of Stephenville High School, Bailey out of Hawley. And it makes it 7-5. The serve, the response, and the kill, the dig cannot be dug out. And it is 8-5 in favor of the South. Taking a look at the floor for the North. Samantha Sanford, Jacqueline Morantis. J.C. Morton, Vandalise Bailey, and Maggie Morton. Allison Pierce as well. On the flip side for the South, Alexis Garcia, Mary Kyle Johnson, Tori Miller, Kenzie Jordan, Rylan Duncan, and Kristen Stilley. As the South gets a point. It is 10-5, the South leads.
Let's go blue team! Let's go blue team!
And if you're hearing a loud "Let's Go Blue Team," that is because the entire blue team for the North is right next to us. (10-6). North will serve. Ania Ware out of Snyder High School will be going to Harris Stowe State. The set. And the response here by the North. Chloe Goodman. And that will be wide of the line. The North pulling back within 3 here. It's 10-7. We've got a long way to go, folks. This is just the practice game. Imagine what it will be like when it gets to the real deal. The set, and there's the hit. A block, a beautiful block, but the ball is alive. The set. And that will hit the sideline there, and it'll be the South's point. 11-7, the South leads. It's a pretty full house here at Bulldog Gym. Most of the noise is coming from up above here in the second level. Parents and family members. And the bleachers on either side as the South snags another point there. 12-7, they lead. For the South, it'll be Tori Miller out of Brownwood High School. On the serve, the jump serve. Some good speed behind that, but too long, and it goes to the North. And so now it will be Hannah Rule out of Hawley High School to serve. Rule floats it in there. And a beautiful kill by Van-Elise Bailey out of Hawley. The Hawley combo gives another point to the North. It is 12-9. Rule with the delivery. And at the net. Another point for the North. It is 12-10. Rule. Oh, a great dive there. And the ball will roll at the top of the net. And that'll be a point for the South. And it is 13-10 in favor of the South. Alexis Garcia delivers the serve. And a beautiful hit there. The kill by Chloe Goodman out of Stephenville High School makes it 13-11. Substitution coming out of the game is Jacqueline Morantis. And it is 14-11 in favor of the South. Some substitutions being made here. Just a constant reminder, this is just set number 1. It is a practice set. Set 3 is when it truly counts. The serve. Ginger Landman and Co. get the point for the South. It is 15-11 in favor of the South. Here's the serve by Landman, and that will be just short and hit the net. So 15-12, the North takes over. Substitutions. Chloe Goodman and Ania Ware coming out of the game. Coming into the game, Maggie Morton and Jaden Franklin. as there's another point for the South. And back to serve is Pierce Yorley. Pierce Yorley out of Cooper. Ball is rejected by the net, and that is a 5-point lead now for the South, 17-12. Yorley back there again. The setter out of Cooper High School. A beautiful serve. Rule tries to return it, but does not go anywhere. Shank to the right, and it is 18-12 in favor of the South, as they will call a timeout. A 1-minute timeout here. In set number 1 of the FCA All-Star Festival volleyball game presented by Big Country Chevy Dealers on BigCountryHomepage.com. Welcome back to the FCA All-Star Festival volleyball game presented by Big Country Chevy Dealers on BigCountryHomepage.com. We are still here in the first set. It's 18-12 in favor of the South. The serve here by Yorley. Returned by Jaden Franklin. It's the South's turn here. A beautiful block. And a second effort does not go the North's way. The South gets another point. It's 19-12. Yorley serves. Over the net it goes. The set, the hit. And wide over the back line. The North gets a point on Tori Miller's long miss. 19-13. South leads. Here's the serve by Mobley. And the spike. A huge kill there by Tori Miller. After hitting it too tall, she gets it beautifully placed. And it is 20-13 in favor of the South in set 1. Oh, the sets by Allison Pierce will do it right there. The setter out of Abilene High will be going to Austin College and gets a point for the North there. It's 20-14 North trails. More substitutions. (20-14) and back to serve is Moranis. There's the set. We got ourselves a good volley going here. And back at it yet again is Tori Miller. Miller is on fire right now. Possibly an early MVP candidate. Keep your eyes on her for game 3. But she is all over the court today. 21-14, favor the South. And that one is wide to the left. On the hit by Kirsten Gomez, point goes to the North, 21-15. So in to serve, being substituted in, Daniela Segura. Out of Gorman High School will be going to Weatherford College. And on a block there, it's J.C. Morton to get the point for the North. It's 21-16. in set number 1. Here's the serve by Segura. And too tall. Tori Miller makes it 21-17 in favor of the North. Segura. Might have gotten a little bit of net there, but still in play. Miller, her response is too tall. 21-18. Miller has been getting up in the action big time for the South. And that serve by Segura goes into the net. It's 22-18 in favor of the South. So now it will be Miller to go serve for the South. Out of Brownwood High School. And the serve by Miller is beautifully placed. But a perfect kill by Chloe Goodman. Makes it 22-19. North trails by 3. And back to serve is Hannah Rule out of Holly High School. Rule with the serve. Oh, beautiful. Wow. Wow, that was a beautiful dig there by Hannah Rule, but not enough. As the South takes another point, it's 23-19. Set number 1. We're just getting underway here at Bulldog Gym. Here's the serve by Ellie Ryan out of Early High School, who'll be going to McMurray this year. And there's another point. As Sanford's hit is too far to the right. 24-19. Set point right here. Set point, Ellie Ryan. And it goes off the net. 24-20. In favor of the South. So for the North, it'll be Vanelise Bailey out of Holly High School. And that was beautifully an ace. Ace for Bailey. 24-21. It is loud in here, folks. Expect it to be even louder for Game 3. Here it is. A beautiful block. Logan Terrazas out of Big Spring High School makes it a 2-point game here. Keep in mind, teams must win by 2. North crawling back as they call a timeout. So, a 1-minute timeout, 24-22 in favor of the South. We will be right back. You are watching the FCA All-Star Festival volleyball game presented by Big Country Chevy Dealers on BigCountryHomepage.com. You are watching the FCA All-Star Festival volleyball game presented by Big Country Chevy Dealers on BigCountryHomepage.com. Dusty Baker here as we are at the first set, and it is a close one, 24-22 in favor of the South. This is a practice set, but they're treating it like the real deal here. As that ball is hit out, and it is 24-23. The North trailing by just a point. Back to serve, Vanelise Bailey. And that'll go off the sidebar. It is a tie ball game here. 24-24. Bailey on the serve. A little bit of net. As the sets and the hits. Good save there by Casey Gobert. That'll go off the net, but it still stays alive. And that will go. The North takes their first lead of the game. It's Logan Terrazas with a huge hit there to give the North a 25-24 lead, and this is for the game. Vanelise Bailey back there out of Hawley High School. Serves. And that'll be wide. It's shanked to the right, and the North comes back to win set number 1, 26-24. So, that was practice set number 1, and it probably could not have been any more dramatic, considering it's a practice set. We will take a break here. We will head to set number 2 after the break. You are watching the FCA All-Star Festival volleyball game presented by Big Country Chevy Dealers on BigCountryHomepage.com. You are watching the FCA All-Star Festival volleyball game presented by Big Country Chevy Dealers on BigCountryHomepage.com. Dusty Baker here as we head to set number 2. Still a practice set in set 1. The North took it 26-24 in a comeback win. Practice set number 2 is underway. Set number 3 is when it counts. But they are playing as if every second of it counts here. No score. The point will go to the South after the decisive hit there by Jada Willis out of Cooper High School. A multi-sport athlete. Fantastic softball player as well. So 1-0, the South leads. The return, and it will hit the net. Point goes to the North. We got ourselves a tie game at 1 apiece. Here's the serve, and it is wide for Samantha Sanford. That'll be a point to the South. 2-1, the South leads. The substitution's already being made. In comes Game 1, Set 1 MVP, Tori Miller. Made her way all across the court. 2-1, South leads. Back to serve. Pierce Yorley. And that'll go into the net. Yorley hits it and gives the North a 2-2 tie. So back to serve for the North. Logan Terrazas, who had made a huge hit to give the North a lead in set number 1, but this time we have back-to-back-to-back serves into the net. 3-2, the South leads. Back to serve for the South. Kirsten Gomez out of San Angelo Central High School. Gomez with the serve. A nice floater. And it does the job, as it cannot be returned over the net. It is 4-2. The South takes a 2-point lead. Gomez again. Another beautiful floater, finding the spots across the court. That is a second straight one to give the North trouble, as it is 5-2. Gomez again. Gets the top of the net. Nice dig there by Bailey Young out of Breckenridge. But the point will go to the North. And back to serve for the North, Ania Ware out of Snyder High School, who will be going to Harris Stowe State. Great recovery there by the South, but a fantastic dig by Pierce Yorley. Sorry, by Jaden Franklin out of Abilene High. And guess who that was? Tori Miller out of Brownwood High School. Gives her team a 6-3 lead. South up ahead. North keeping it alive. A beautiful block there by Ryan. It stays alive, and then it's Miller to finish the job. Miller with another kill. And it is 7-3 in favor of the South. Now it's Willis with the serve. Returned by Young. The set by Yorley. And then there's the spike. Kirsten Gomez makes it an 8-3 lead for the South. Keep in mind the South had a substantial lead in set 1, and the North was able to storm back and win it 26-24. Here's Willis with the serve. The recovery. Great recovery there by Vanelise Bailey. But the South takes another point here. It's a 9-3 lead. Miller is having quite the day today. We already had one Brownwood girl take home the MVP award yesterday in the softball game. Cheyenne Ellett struck out 13 hitters, as there's another point for the South. They're having a great time out there. It is 10-3, the South leads. Cheyenne Ellett, 13 strikeouts in 6 innings to help lead her team to a 5-4 win. In the baseball game yesterday, it was a walk-off win. 6-5, the North won, as the North takes a point there. So in this FCA All-Star Festival Series, it is tied at 1 apiece. As we take a quick timeout here, you are watching the FCA All-Star Festival Volleyball game presented by Big Country Chevy Dealers on BigCountryHomepage.com.
We'd like for all the host families this year to stand at this time and be recognized.
Welcome back to the FCA All-Star Festival volleyball game presented by Big Country Chevy Dealers on BigCountryHomepage.com. Dusty Baker here as we are currently back underway in set number 2. 11-3 the South leads as Willis serves there. Jumping up and over the net to land the kill is Chloe Goodman out of Stephenville High School. We have one MVP candidate already. We have our eyes on another Brownwood. Brownwood Line and Tori Miller. South keeping it alive here. And there it is. Speaking of Miller, another point. Makes it 12-4 as Miller checks out. Checking in will be Cassidy McWright out of Braun High School. She will be going to Angelo State. Also checking in is Ariana Reagan, the outside hitter out of Brady High School. That's deflected, a beautiful dig there. Keeping it alive, but it will just go wide to the left. They'll debate where that landed. It looked to be wide left of the line. It should go to the north, and it will. 12-5. North trails. They've got some work ahead of them. So back to serve for the North. Vanelise Bailey. Willis with the return. The set and the kill, and that'll go. Logan Terrazas. We've called her name quite a bit already. Could keep your eye on her for an MVP as well, depending on how the actual sets will go, but we've got several great candidates already. North trying to keep it alive, but it'll go off the net. That's a point for the South. South extending their lead 13-6. The North won set number 1, 26-24. This is practice set number 2. And set number 3 is when it counts. And it will be a best of 3 from that point on. So 5 sets total, if necessary. North keeping it alive. Solid swing there by Hannah Rule. And they're going to say that the point will go to the South. 14-6, the South leads. Their biggest lead of the day. Mary Kate Johnson with the serve and the return there. And that'll go off the net, but it will not go for Kristen Stilley out of Braun High School. 14-7, the North trails. Back to serve for the North. Allison Pierce out of Abilene High will be going to Austin College. The noise has died down substantially, but expect game in set 3 to be when it comes back to the live, as the South takes another point, tacking that on the board to make it 15-7. 10 away from getting the job done here to even it out at 1 apiece. In 2018, the North won it 2-0. Trying to maintain the streak here. Back to serve for the South. Rylan Duncan out of Libero, or out of Jim Ned High School. The libero for the Jim Ned Lady Indians. And she dives, but it will fall in. 15-8, North trailing. Rylan Duncan will be going to Texas Tech, attending Texas Tech as a Red Raider next year. Back to serve for the North is Hannah Mobley out of Sweetwater High School. Will be going to South Plains College. As that is deflected on the block, and it'll fall in for Terrazas. Logan Terrazas out of Big Spring High School. 15-9. Back to serve once again is Mobley, and that's wide. Too tall, and it is 16-9. In practice set number 2, as substitutions will be made. Checking in is an early MVP candidate in Tori Miller. 16-9 for the South. J.C. Morton knocks that one into the net. It's 17-9 in favor of the South. Back to serve is Kenzie Jordan out of Water Valley High School. And that'll fall in. 18-9. Doubling the lead here for the South. And after giving up a massive lead in set number 1, the South has taken a massive lead here in set 2. That'll go off the top of the net. Ball stays alive. And then there she is. Tori Miller, another kill to the right side, just inside the line. And they're chanting MVP already, and rightfully so. 19-9 in favor of the South. The serve by Kenzie Jordan. The set. And returned by the North, and that'll fall in. A great effort there by Duncan, but falls in as it's a 19-10 game. The North trails. Back to serve for the North. Morantis out of Dublin High School. Kellen Morantis. A ton of power behind that one, but it is far too wide to the right. Off the hands of Tori Miller, it is 19-11 in favor of the South. Kenzie Jordan couldn't quite time that one right. It hits the net, and it is 19-12. The North trying to come back in this one as they did in set 1. Back to serve is Morantis. Morantis over the net. Return. The set. And guess who it is? Tori Miller. Another kill. 20-12. The South leads. Miller is just on today. And back to serve for the South is Kristen Stilley out of Bront. The block, the set, and the hit. That'll fall in. Shank to the right. The South extends their lead. It's 21-12. 4 away in practice set number 2. Stilley. The set. And there to block it and knock it in is Miller. 22-12. South in search of 3 points to move on to the real deal here as Stilley serves. The hit. And that'll go off the net. Point going to the North. (22-13). So back to serve for the North is Daniela Segura. That is wide to the right. 22-14, the North trying to pull back here. Trailing by 8 points. Back to serve is Daniela Segura. The set. And beautifully placed there by Segura. Stepping up. And will now serve once again as it is a 7-point game in set number 2. Segura. over the net. Return, the set, and then wide to the right. No, it'll fall in. It must have gotten a fingertip there as Miller continues to do damage. 23-15. As soon as they set it up for Miller, she is taking care of the job today. 23-15. And that'll be wide to the left. (24-15) set point, and back to serve is Alexis Garcia out of Abilene Cooper. Recovery was not good, and it is 25-15. The South comes back after a tough loss in set one. They take it easily here, 25-15 in set two. So now we have the real deal coming up. We will take a quick break, and then set three, and the first set that counts will be coming up next. You are watching the FCA All-Star Festival volleyball game presented by Big Country Chevy Dealers on BigCountryHomepage.com.
At this time, Area Director for the Big Country FCA, Steve Keenan, is joined by Dusty Harms and Abilene Regional Medical Center, who is here to present FCA with the gift to make this volleyball game possible. In turn, on behalf of FCA, Coach Keenan is proud to present Dusty with the token of our appreciation. She's assisted by Shay Douglas of Stephenville High School. And finally, Lisa Macias Martinez of Man Middle School. And now for the South, head coach Natalie Whitewood of Early High School. She's assisted by Dakota Fowler of Moran High School. And finally, Jamie Willis of Clark Middle School. And our coach for the week for the cheer squad, who's worked with all of our All-Star Classic cheerleaders, is Miss Ann Hurst.
You are watching the FCA All-Star Festival volleyball game presented by Big Country Chevy Dealers on BigCountryHomepage.com. Dusty Baker here as we are set to go with the third set, but the first set that actually counts. In set number one, the North took it 26-24 in a comeback victory. In set two, the South stormed back and dominated, winning 25-15. So we will see what happens in the real deal here in set number one. The crowd is loud and expected to be even louder here as this one is the real deal to begin it all. It's going to be three more sets, a best of three. Last year, the North won it 2-0. When facing the court, the North on the east side and the South on the west. And the South will serve first. Back to serve is Mary Kyle Johnson out of Sonora High School. Will be attending Texas A&M this upcoming year. So we are set to go here in set number three. Underway. Quickly, Terrazas making her name known. The set. Great recovery. A huge save by Franklin. Keeps the North alive. The set. And the block. It's Terrazas. Logan Terrazas out of Big Spring High School gives the North the 1-0 lead. Back to serve, Samantha Sanford out of Clyde High School will be attending ACU. And that'll go off the net. The North up 2-0. And Sanford will serve again. Substitution here. Out comes Hannah Rule out of Hawley High School. In comes J.C. Morton out of Stephenville. Sanford serving. The return. And it's Miller who had her finger hit the net, making their case. But the point will go to the North. It's 3-0. After Tori Miller got it over, but had a finger hit the net in the process. So Sanford back to serve, 3-0 North leading. In the first set that counts in this FCA All-Star Festival, Miller returned by the North. And it's yet again Terrazas. Logan Terrazas. Another point. And it's quickly 4-0 in favor of the North. In both sets 1 and 2, it was the South that stormed out on all cylinders, firing on all cylinders. And now it's the North, except for a serve wide to the right by Sanford gives the South their very first point of the game. 4-1, South trailing. Back to serve is Kenzie Jordan out of Water Valley High School, and that'll be a point for the South. 4-2. Jordan will serve again. Over the net it goes. The return by Sanford. Terrazas all over the court. 2 straight blocks. But that'll fall back. Trying to set it was Allison Pierce. But it falls, and quickly the South makes it a 1-point game. It's 4-3 in favor of the North. The serve by Jordan. The set. Wide to the left. The hit. And the set will go over the net. Keeping it alive for the South. That'll go off the hands of Tori Miller. And into the net it goes. The North gets it back. Logan Terrazas, after having such an impact as a middle blocker, will now serve. The jump serve, beautifully placed. Great execution to return, but that will be 3 hits, and that'll do it. 6-3, North leads. Terrazas back again. A loud crowd on hands in set number 3. Terrazas jump serve. Returned by Miller. Miller again. And that is too tall. Point. Going to the South. There was a fingertip. A fingertip hit it. And that's a point for Miller and the South. It's 6-4. South trailing. Back to serve now is Casey Gober. Out of Early High School, will be going to Tarleton College after this. The set. That'll be to the back corner. Returned by the North. That gets a fingertip. J.C. Morton with the kill. 7-4, the North leads. Back to serve is Ania Ware. Out of Snyder High School, will be going to Harris Stowe State with the serve. The set and the kill. No surprise, it's Tori Miller. 7-5. The South coming back. Back to serve for the South. Kristen Stilley out of Braun High School. And that goes into the net. 8-5, the North leading. Checking back in is Hannah Rule, who will be serving for the North. Rule out of Hawley High School. Rule with the serve. The set. And it is Miller who hits it too tall. Wide, back behind the line, makes it 9-5 in favor of the North. A good one here in set number 3 as Rule serves. The set. And a great return there by Morales, but that will fall into the net. Ricochets to make it a 9-6 game. South gets it back, and back to service Tori Miller. Miller out of Brownwood High School. Miller with the serve, and it's beautifully placed. Could not have been any more beautifully placed. Morales trying to dig that one out, but just couldn't. Fell too far in front of her, making it 9-7. Miller making an early MVP case here after her progress in games in sets 1 and 2, but that is wide to the left. It is 10-7 in favor of the North. Back to serve for the North, Vanalise Bailey out of Ollie High School. Bailey with the serve. Terrazas back as a, oh wow, hits it into the net. Looked like she might have had enough air, but it's blocked. And it is 10-8, the South trails. Back to serve for the South, Alexis Garcia out of Cooper High School. That'll fall. Returned here by the North, and a late hit goes into the net. Chloe Goodman couldn't quite get that one over. It's 10-9, the South pulls within 1. The serve. Terrazas. The set. And Terrazas mistimed that one. Jumped too early. Hits it into the net, and it is a tie game in set number 3, 10-10. Garcia to serve. A beautiful hit there by Rule. Mobley and Rule keeping it alive for the North. And on the South end, it's Miller. Back on the North, a beautiful block, but it stays alive. What an effort by Terrazas. That was a hard-earned point going the South's way. The North didn't look like they had a chance there. Terrazas gave them an opportunity. Could not get there in time. This time, it hits a fingertip, and Terrazas has a point for her North team. It is 11-all. Substitutions here being made. As back to serve for the North is Allison Pierce out of Abilene High. Will be attending Austin College. Serves. On a line. A hard spike there by Casey Gober, but it's returned. The set. Go over the net. Set here, but Hannah Mobley cannot get it over for the kill. Falls into the net. It is 12-11. And the South has their first lead of the set. The North led it 4-0 to open it. But now it's 12-11 in favor of the South. And back to serve for the South is Ginger Landman in her home court here, playing for Wiley. The hit will not fall. Maggie Morton's hit is too short. It is 13-11 in favor of the South. Ginger Landman serving. The set. Morton gets it over, but it's blocked. Sanford gets it over. South doing a good job recovering here. Willis's hit will hit the net, and it is 13-12. The North will retake the... They won't take the lead. They're trailing by 1. But it's Samantha Sanford who will serve for the North. 13-12, South leading. A beautiful serve by Sanford, and it does just shank to the right. by Kirsten Gomez out of San Angelo Central High School. We are tied at 13. Sanford back to serve again. Tie game in set number 3. Willis. Great dig there by Jaden Franklin, and that point will go to the North. North retakes the lead. It's 14-13, a back and forth affair we've got going here in set number 3. Set 1, the North won 26-24. Set 2, the South won 25-15. And in the first set that counts, we have a 1-point game as that will just go wide of the line. Tie game. That was awfully close. 14 all. And back to serve for the South is Pierce Jorley out of Cooper High School. Jorley hits it, and that's wide. Too tall. 15-14, North leads it. Substitutions being made. Into the game comes J.C. Morton. Back to serve is Yakellen Morantis. Goes over the net. And that is hit wide to the left by Tori Miller. That's a point for the North. It's a 2-point lead, 16-14 here in set number 3. Morantis will serve again. Here's the serve. Over the net it goes. The set. Willis looks to come up there, and the last-second effort there does not work for Ellie Ryan. 17-14. North leading it. Morantis. Over the net. And it falls. They will call timeout with the North taking an 18-14 lead here in set number 2. You are watching the FCA All-Star Festival volleyball game presented by Big Country Chevy Dealers on BigCountryHomepage.com.
And we have a timeout for the South. We score North 18, South 14. In the 2018-19 school year, staffs in 37 counties and over 165 schools in the Big Country, and includes hospitals, hospitals, and universities. We also provide numerous scholarships and over 200 coaches and athletes so they can attend national FCA camps. Also, we provide leadership training opportunities for our campus athletes. FCA's youth seminar ceremony includes the 20 teams with over 230 players and coaches. We also highlight the Broadway Youth Sports Academy and the sports department to the very heart of the list. Also hosted a Friends of Better Outreach with 6 live rallies.
Back to the action we go here, 18-14, the North leading, and there is a huge kill there for the South, 18-15. South trailing. Tori Miller with the kill. And the serve by Gomez. Gomez back out of here. There's the set. There's Miller. Miller asking for what she thought was a late hit, but it goes wide of the line. 19-15, the North leads it here in set number 3. And back to serve is Segura. Over the top it goes. Some miscommunication. Ginger Landman hits it into the net. It is 20-15. The North has their largest lead of the day. 5 shy of taking a 1-0 lead. Back to serve once again is Segura out of Gorman. A nice save there. And Willis steals it. Some miscommunication up front. But Willis with the kill makes it 20-16, South trailing. Now to serve is Willis. Jada Willis out of Cooper High School. The serve and the set. And the roll, the point will go to the South. 20-17. Willis back to serve. Clears the net, the set. Ball alive. And a nice, beautiful block there by Vanelise Bailey out of Volley High School. 21-17, North leads it. Back to serve, Hannah Rule. Also out of volley. 4 points away, the North is from taking it 1-0. Rule with a clean serve. There's the hit. Nice dig. Set. The hit. Willis back there. And that'll go over the net. The set. A little offline, but it gets a fingertip. It gets a fingertip. Chloe Goodman with the kill. 22-17. And Rule back to serve. Rule. Over the net it goes to the right side. The set. And that was beautifully executed by Tori Miller. 22-18. As Brownwood's Miller makes it a 4-point game. South still trails. Back to serve for the South is Cassidy McWright out of Braun. Serve is good. The hit. Into the net it goes by Goodman. 22-19. We have a 3-point game here in set number 3. McWright on the serve. That goes to the left, but it'll stay in play. Mobley. And the hit by Reagan goes into the net. 23-19. Vanelise Bailey. And the North are 2 points away from taking it 1-0. The serve is good. The set. That'll go off the basketball hoop on the backboard. A beautiful spike there by Ellie Ryan. 23-20. Ryan gets a fingertip. The South trails by 3, trying to stay within this one here. Now it's Ryan back to serve. Gets some serious English on that one. And there was nothing that Chloe Goodman could do about that. Shanks to the right, 23-21. South, 2 points away from tying. The North, 2 points away from taking a 1-0 lead. Ryan on the serve. Over the net it goes, Rule. Back to Rule. Willis gets a hand on it, stays alive. The hit by Reagan goes into the net, and we are 1 point away from the North taking a 1-0 lead. And back to serve is Jaden Franklin out of Abilene High. And the blue team, the North, is going crazy. It is loud in here. 1 point away. The serve is underway. The dig. The block. Logan Terrazas thought she had that one, but it falls just short. 24-22. And back to serve for the South is Ginger Landman. Substitutions will be made. And instead, taking Landman's place back to serve is Mary Kyle Johnson from Sonora High School. Will be attending Texas A&M. And a huge moment here, down 24-22. The serve is beautifully placed. A nice dive by Franklin, but it is wide to the left, and we have ourselves a 1 point game. Timeout. Hold on, folks. We have a good one here. We'll take a quick break. You are watching the FCA All-Star Festival volleyball game presented by Big Country Chevy Dealers on BigCountryHomepage.com. Welcome back to the FCA All-Star Festival. You are watching this on BigCountryHomepage.com, presented by Big Country Chevy Dealers. 24-23, the South trails. A big moment here for Mary Kyle Johnson, serving for the South, trying to tie this one up here. The serve is underway. A nice save this time by Franklin. Back over the net it goes. Some miscommunication, but it's alive. Terrazas to Morton. And they're going to rule illegal touching. It is a tie game here at 24. Tie game. Ellie Ryan trying to give her team the lead. The serve. Stays alive. A block. And the North takes a 1-point lead. Great positioning by Casey Gover, but it goes just to the left slightly and away from the net. And now the North is 1 point away. And it is loud as Samantha Sanford from Clyde tries to finish it here. Over the net it goes. There's Miller. Tipped. A dive. And it's alive. And that'll get the fingertip. It's J.C. Morton to finish it for the North. The North takes it. Set number 3. 26-24. And the North now has a 1-0 advantage as we head to set number 4. We're going to take a quick break here. You are watching the FCA All-Star Festival game presented by Big Country Chevy Dealers on BigCountryHomepage.com. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the FCA All-Star Festival game presented by Big Country Chevy Dealers on BigCountryHomepage.com. We are about to start set number 4. The North wins it 26-24 in set 3. They have a 1-0 lead after a J.C. Morton kill gives the North a 1-0 edge. And now the North will start. Allison Pierce to serve. We are set to go for set number 4. The North trying to sweep it out here. Quick discussion. As a reminder, tonight at 7 p.m. at Shotwell Stadium will be the FCA All-Star football game. I will be on the call. And in addition to that, we have the women's and men's basketball games in Brownwood. Women's is at 4 p.m. and the men's at 6 p.m. at Brownwood Coliseum. Don't miss that action. And then Shoutwell Stadium will be the host to the football game at 7 p.m. Here is the serve from Pierce. North trying to take a 2-0 win, an advantage here. Quick delay, some miscommunication around the net. That's staying alive, a last gasp effort there for Jordan does not go. Great effort, but it is 1-0 in favor of the North. Back to serve once again is Pierce. The serve over the top. The set and hit. The set, and that'll go back and forth between both Hannah Mobley and Logan Terrazas, and it falls in. Give the credit there to Mary Kyle Johnson. One apiece. The serve. Now the set. A little back and forth battle we got going here around the net. The block goes the wrong direction for Mobley. And it is 2-1 in favor of the South. Serving for the South is Kenzie Jordan out of Water Valley High School. The serve is beautifully aced, just inside the line to the left. 3-1, the South leads. Jordan will do it again. Underway. And that time it is too far. 3-2. North will take possession. Hannah Mobley back to serve for the North out of Sweetwater High School. We'll be going to South Plains College. The serve. Skies this one. The set. Over there's Miller. Drops it in. They can't do anything about it. Miller with the point. 4-2. The South leads. 4-2 after another beautifully placed ball by Tori Miller. And back to serve for the South is Rylan Duncan. Duncan places it. Franklin with the save. And there's Miller again. That'll go off the top of the post. And that point goes to the North. It's 3 for the North. South with a 1-point lead. 4-3 South with the lead. And Logan Terrazas will serve for the North. Has had a huge couple of sets here. Will be returned, and there's Miller. Places that beautifully. No chance. Tori Miller gives the South a 5-3 lead. A leading MVP candidate has given her team a 2-point lead. Now the serve. And beautifully executed, a huge kill for J.C. Morton. Morton was the one who gave the kill to give the North the victory in set number 3. And now she brings her team within a point, down 5-4. And back to serve is Ania Ware for the North. Over the top it goes. To the net, a battle. And a fingertip by Bailey gives the South a point. Bailey wrapped her hand around the net, and now back to serve is Tori Miller. Miller with a jump serve. Floats it. The set. And placed over the net. The return here, the set by Miller. And that'll battle between two. And it's a point for the South. Kenzie Jordan with the pressure at the net. 7-4, the South leads. Serving again is Miller. Over the top. The jump serve on a line. Beautifully executed. No chance in that one. 8-4. The South leads. Miller back at it. Here's the serve by Miller. Up top. And here's the hit, the return. Miller sets. Gets a fingertip, Garcia does, but it's alive. A block at the line. That was a shared block right there. Beautifully done by both Jordan and Garcia. Alexis Jordan and Kenzie Garcia jumped at the same time, creating a wall to give their South team a 9-4 lead. A high serve, and that goes into the net. Nine to 5. And the North will regain possession here. Hannah Rule back to serve for the North. Over the top it goes. The set. And that'll fall in. The kill by Kenzie Jordan, making a huge presence up at the net, giving her team a 10-5 lead. And the South will have Alexis Garcia serve. Over the net it goes. The set. And great recovery. Credit Chloe Goodman on creating some pressure right there with the huge spike. Makes it 10-6. North trails. Back to serve for the North. Vanelise Bailey. Out of Volley High School. Over the top. The set and the hit. The block will not go for the North, and the South gets a point. Credit to Casey Gober out of Early High School. Leona Tarleton. And now serving for the South, Mary Kyle Johnson out of Sonora. Over the top, beautiful serve, but a good dig there. And a beautiful block, that'll fall in. Great execution by Casey Gober. And it is a 6-point game. The South leads at 12-6. We've been watching two completely different games here. From set 1 to set 2, the serve over the top. Hits the top of the net, but will not fall in. A 13-6 lead for the South. At this point in set 3, the North had a 13-6 lead, and then they blew that lead. So anything is possible here in the FCA All-Star Festival. Over the top it goes. The set and the hit. Over the top. It clears the net. This time a fingertip. A hard hit swing there by Samantha Sanford. Ellie Ryan couldn't do much. The ball was going directly at her. She had no choices really to reflect that. 13-7. North trailing. The recovery. Set and what a save. Over on the corner. Cassidy McBride keeps it alive. And that'll fall. The North snags a hard-earned point. It's Hannah Rule who delivers. This is a 13-8 game. North trailing. Pierce will serve. Allison Pierce out of Abilene High will be going to Austin College. Over the top, and it hits the top of the net, and it'll fall in. 13-9. Pierce nips the net, and it falls in. 4-point game. North trying to make a comeback here. The hit, the set, and that'll go directly into the net. North has 3 consecutive points. It is 13-10. Pierce again. Back at it. Anticipation awaits here as that hits the net. A nice save. by Gomez. The set. Who will on it? Miller hits it right into the net. It is a 13-11 game. The North is storming back. And they will call a timeout. We're going to take a quick break here. You are watching the FCA All-Star Festival volleyball game presented by Big Country Chevy Dealers on BigCountryHomepage.com. Welcome back to the FCA All-Star Festival volleyball game presented by Big Country Chevy Dealers on BigCountryHomepage.com. A 13-11 game. The North is storming back as Allison Pierce delivers the set. Jada Willis, and that's deflected. Jada Willis with a kill. And the South breaks the streak. To make it 14-11, the South still with the lead. Back to serve is Yorley, and that will go. 15-11, the South leads. Yorley back out of Cooper High School. 15-11. Over the top. The set, and that'll be blocked. Back at it, and wide to the right. Tori Miller misses. 15-12 in favor of the South. The North gets it back, and Hannah Mobley in to serve. Mobley over the top. The set, and it's Willis who pokes it, but a nice save over there by Mobley. Another block. A battle at the net. The set. And the hit keeps it alive for the North. A little tap, but a diving effort there by Dive by Terrazas. They're keeping this thing alive. This is the longest rally we've had all day. Still alive. The set. And a block. And it falls in. And guess who? J.C. Morton delivers another kill. Comes in clutch to make it a 2-point game. 15-13. North trails. Back to serve Hannah Mobley. Over the top. The set. And there's Miller. It's blocked. It's blocked. Logan Terrazas. A huge moment. Makes it a 3-point game here. But it will go wide. She touched the net. Tough break for the North. 3-point game. Duncan with the serve. And that'll go into the net. It's 16-14. The South still leads. North will gain possession. That was a beautiful block there by Terrazas, but she got a finger on the net, and that made that point null for the North. Here's the serve by Morantis. That'll be blocked, but will fall out of play. The South extends their lead thanks to a beautiful hit there by Ellie Ryan on the swing. Jada Willis back to serve. 17-14, Willis. Over the top. The set. And the hit. South recovers. And there it is. Ellie Ryan Back-to-back points for Ryan. Gives the South an 18-14 lead. And Willis back at it again. Willis with the serve. Out of Cooper High School. Over the top. Floater. Might have been long, but still in play. And that'll go wide to the left. A point for the South. That ball was just slightly pushed to the left by Maggie Morton. 19-14. The South leads by 5. Willis over the top. The set. Morton. That's wide. Too far. Makes it a 20-14 lead for the South. The South is 5 points away from making this an even 1-1 series. Remember, games in sets 1 and 2 do not count. Willis with the serve. The set. And the hit. And they will give the point to the North. North makes it a 5-point game there. And trying to stay alive is Daniela Segura and the North. Segura out of Gorman with the serve. Over the top she goes. The set. And the hit by Miller. And Miller claims that one. 21-15. Ice intervenes. The leading MVP candidate in this one gives her South team a 6-point lead. And now it is Cassidy McWright over the top. The set. And the hit, that goes in. The kill by Vanelise Bailey. It is 21-16. North hanging in there. 21-16. Hannah Rule back to serve for the North. Over the top she goes. The set. The hit by Ryan. Deflected. That'll go into the net. Creeping in there was Vanelise Bailey, but couldn't get a hand on it. It falls in just shy of the net. 22-16, the South leads. So with a 6-point lead, back to serve after several substitutions here is Ellie Ryan. As the Seminole champ begins here for the Blue North team, trying to get something going here. The serve is good. The return and the hit. Now it's the South. A push. And a beautifully executed hit there by Cassidy McWright. Beautifully executed. Makes it a 23-16 game. Back is Ryan over the top, but that'll go into the net. 23-17. And now it's the North's turn. Back to serve for the North is Vanelise Bailey. Trailing by 6. Trying to make a comeback. Serve over the net. The set. Who wants it? That'll be Reagan. Back to the North it goes. The hit. Beautiful save by Ryan. Over the top. It is still alive for the North. The set. Pushed over the net. And that'll be tipped at the net, but still stays alive for the North. And there's a beautiful block. And it falls in. A great collective effort there by the South. And they are 1 point away from knotting this thing up here at 1 apiece. Substitutions being made. It's 24-17 in favor of the South. North leads it 1-0. North took set 3, 26-24. Set point here for the South. And it'll be Mary Kyle Johnson who delivers. Over the top, that's blocked. And it'll fall in for the North. North stays alive. 24-18. Back to serve for the North is Allison Pierce. Over the top she goes. The return, the set, and that'll go off the net. Miller kept that one alive. That's a block for the North, keeping it alive here. That block will not go as Casey Gober got a hand on it. But Morton was able to get that one to the side and shank. And it's 24-19. The set. That's pushed over in the net. North. It's Morton with the set. Pushes it. It's a battle at the net right now. Block. And it's the South's turn. A set by Miller. And that'll fall in. Kenzie Jordan knocks the series up at 1. On the kill in the back corner. 25-19. The South takes set 4, and we are headed to set number 5, winner take all. We will be right back. You are watching the FCA All-Star Festival volleyball game presented by Big Country Chevy Dealers on BigCountryHomepage.com. Welcome back to the FCA All-Star Festival. You are watching this on BigCountryHomepage.com, presented by Big Country Chevy Dealers. We head into set number 5. Sets number 1 and 2 did not count, but the North in set 1 won 26-24. Set 2, the South took it 25-15. Set 3, North 26-24 on a J.C. Morton kill, made it a 1-0 series lead. And then set 4, the South knotted it up at 1 apiece, 25-19, after Kenzie Jordan had the kill to finish off the North. So we go to set 5 now, and the North will serve first, as it's Pierce. And And they will award the point to the North. 1-0, the North leads. Pierce back to serve. Out of Abilene High. Allison Pierce. And that's wide, way too far back behind the line. We have ourselves a 1-1 game. Kenzie Jordan back to serve for the South. Had the kill to give the South the win in set number 4. That is tipped. Beautifully executed kill by Maggie Morton of the North. Makes it 2-1. North with the lead. Now to serve for the North is Samantha Sanford. Clyde High School going to ACU. Sanford. And that is very far back. Tie game, 2-all. For the South, it'll be Casey Gober. We'll be going to Tarleton. Gober. That's too far. 3-2, the North with the early lead. The North had an early lead in set number 3. In set 4, the South took off quickly. And here's the North with an early lead here. But a beautiful spike by Tori Miller. Brownwood High School's leading MVP of this game with a spike. Gives the South the point. It's actually 4-2 in favor of the South. They awarded that last point to the South. 4-2, South leads. Miller will not get there. North trailing 4-3. Back to serve for the North, Ania Ware. Ware over the top. The set and the hit. Will it fall? It does. Tori Miller. 2-point lead for the South. Miller is all over the place today, and she will serve after giving the South a 2-point lead. Miller with the jump serve. Nice stop by Moranis. Set and the hit. Kenzie Jordan with the kill. Moranis tried to dig that one out but couldn't, and it is a 6-3 game in favor of the South. Serving once again is Miller. Miller. The set and the block will not go for the South as Chloe Goodman claims that point for the North. 6-4. North trailing. Back to serve for the North, Hannah Rule. At Holly High School, Rule. A diving attempt, some miscommunication. Bodies flying everywhere on the court here. Everybody's back on their feet now. But that will be killed by Alexis Garcia. 7-4. The South leads. Garcia now will serve. So the South up by 3. Garcia over the top. The return. Set and hit. South responds. The set. And that gets fingertips at the line. Will not be blocked cleanly. Kenzie Jordan with the kill. 8-4. The South with the lead. Here's the serve. And the hit by Rule. It's blocked at the line. Around the net they go. Gets a tip of the net. The set. Over on the far left, Mary Kyle Johnson cannot get it in. Hits it too wide, too far, and it is 8-4. North trying to come back here. Serving for the North Vanelise Bailey. And that will not be blocked at the line. A huge spike. The kill goes to Tori Miller. 9-5, the South leads. And a reminder, Miller, being a leading MVP candidate here, could possibly be the second Brownwood player to get an MVP award this FCA All-Star Festival, as Cheyenne Ellett received it in the softball game. But that point will go to the North. 9-6. Cheyenne Ellett struck out 13 hitters in 6 innings in the softball game to lead the South to a 5-4 win. There's the serve, the set, and the hit by Stilley. And the North will not be able to recover. It is 10-6. South gets the point. Credit to Stilley on that one. And back to serve is Yorley. Pierce Yorley out of Cooper High School. Yorley over the top. The set, and Morton with the spike. Stays in play. That'll get a little bit of the top of the net. Great diving effort there by Pierce. That'll fall. And the biggest kill of the day goes to Tori Miller. There is nothing you could say about that. That was fierce. 11-6, the South leads. We will take a quick break. You are watching the FCA All-Star Festival volleyball game presented by Big Country Chevy Dealers on BigCountryHomepage.com. Welcome back to the FCA All-Star Festival volleyball game presented by Big Country Chevy Dealers on BigCountryHomepage.com. A huge spike by Tori Miller gives the South an 11-6 lead. So the North trying to recover here, and that is poked wide to the right. Point goes to the South. No, it falls in. It falls in. Logan Terrazas makes it a 4-point game, and Sanford will serve. Nice dig there in the corner. And that will not go over as the South retakes a 5-point lead. 12-7. Back to serve. Kirsten Gomez. Gomez on the other end. Blocked at the net. Another block by Ryan. The set. She is unstoppable. Tori Miller, another kill. 13-7. The South leads. Gomez with the serve. Back on the other end for the North. That'll fall. A miscommunication at the net gets the ball back to the North. It's 13-8 in favor of the South. Back to serve for the North is Logan Terrazas. Over the net it goes. The set. A little poke. Wide right. Tori Miller thought she had that. She's hit a couple of those earlier today, but just a little too much on it. Makes it 13-9. North still with the ball. Terrazas over the top. That'll get a bit of the net. Stays in play. And that will be rejected by the net. Stilley trying to get the kill. Bounces back. It's 13-10. The North is right in this one. Draws his jump serve. On a line. And that'll fall. 13-11. Are you kidding me? The North trailing by 2. Back in this one. Terrazas. Another pretty serve. This time it works for Miller. Taps that one in. And the South up 14-11. Miller learned from her previous mistake just a couple points ago. Gives her team a 3-point lead this time. J.C. Morton hits it into the net. And the South up 15-11. They can smell it. 10 points away from victory. Series tied 1 each. Set number 5. The set. There's Miller back over there, but the North keeps it alive. There's the set. It's Miller. And it falls in. The kill for Miller. She continues to dominate. And they are chanting MVP. And rightfully so. 16-11, the South leads. The set. Who wants it? It's Ryan. North keeping it alive. The set, and it's Miller. Pokes that one in, and it's blocked at the line. This time it's the North's chance. A nice hard hit there by Morton. And it's hit, but a great save. Saved by Young. And it's Young again with the dig. Young with 2 fantastic digs there, but not enough as the South can start to really smell it here. It's 17-11. And back to serve for the South. Kristen Stilley. The set by Morton. A hard hit ball, but it's alive as Ryan taps it in. Ryan with the hit. 18-11 for the South. Stilley with the serve over the top. Samford. Morton to Bailey. Back it goes. Hard hit by Miller. Great recovery by Samford. At the net. Morton cannot get it over. Mistimed the jump just slightly. Ball rejected by the net, and it is 19-11. South with the lead. We've seen crazier comebacks just earlier today as that one hits the top of the net. Nice save. Hard hit, but no good for Mary Kyle Johnson. Sorry, not for Mary Kyle Johnson, for J.C. Morton. 20-11. South with the lead. North trying to pull it together here. Trailing by 9. Stilley. There's the set by Morton. Hard hit by Rule. And you knew who that was. You knew it. It was Tori Miller. 21-11. Another kill. They're going to call timeout. A 10-point lead for the South. And we will take a quick break. You are watching the FCA All-Star Festival volleyball game presented by Big Country Chevy Dealers on BigCountryHomepage.com. Welcome back. You are watching the FCA All-Star Festival volleyball game presented by Big Country Chevy Dealers on BigCountryHomepage.com. A 21-11 lead for the South. They can smell it. They are so close to taking it. The series tied at 1 apiece in set 5. Here we are. North in set 3 won 26-24. Set 4, the South took it 25-19. Now a 10-point lead for the South. And Kristen Stilley serving. Pierce with a set from Morton. Bailey, hard hit, but returns. And off the net and falls. Rule cannot get it over. And the South has doubled their lead here. It's 20-11. Stilley searching for 3 more points. Morton to Rule. This time it will fall. Rule with a nice swing. Knocks that one in for the kill, and it is 22-12. North trailing by 10, trying to get anything going here possible. Chloe Goodman. Sorry, Segura. Daniela Segura to serve there. Then there's the response. Hard hit. Battle at the line goes to the South. Ellie Ryan wins the battle. 23-12. 2 points away. Serving is Cassidy McWright. The set. Oh, there's Goodman. And that'll go off of McWright's hands. Credit to Chloe Goodman. 23-13. Back to serve. Hannah Rule. Hannah Rule on the serve out of Holly. Over the top it goes. The set. Ryan just hits it over. North's turn. A nice dig there in the back. Another dig. Mosley over the top. There's the set. Stopped. Dig. Will not go. A great effort by Rylan Duncan.
I need to get your MVP ballot.
Rylan Duncan made an effort, but the point goes to the North, 23-14. The set, and the spike, the kill by Chloe Goodman. Makes it 23-15. Be sure to stay with us following the game for a presentation of the MVP award. Here's the serve by Hannah Rule. The set. Another hard hit ball by Chloe Goodman.
You meant to just put one name, is that right?
Chloe Goodman with another kill, 23-16. A fantastic dig, but it will not go, and the South is 1 point away. The dig by Jaden Franklin just to the right, 24-16. And it is set points for Ellie Ryan. Ellie Ryan, set point, the serve. The set, hit hard, but the South keeps it alive. Franklin, Morales. And that one wide, but stays alive is the South. The set, another stop. That'll fall, and the North claims a point. Credit Chloe Goodman on keeping it alive for the North. Could argue she is the MVP for the North, keeping them in this one. Bailey with the serve. There's the set. Hit by Kirsten Gomez. That's wide, and the South wins it. The South takes it 25-17. They take the series 2 games out of 3 sets. 2 sets to the South, 1 to the North. Set 3, the North won 26-24. Set 4, the South took it 25-19. And to take it all, it's the South that wins it 25-17. The South wins it today. We will be right back with the MVP award. You are watching the FCA All-Star Festival volleyball game presented by Big Country Chevy Dealers on BigCountryHomepage.com. Welcome back to the FCA All-Star Festival volleyball game presented by Big Country Chevy Dealers on BigCountryHomepage.com. And no surprises here. The second Brownwood athlete to get the MVP award today is Tori Miller. Yesterday in the softball game it was Cheyenne Ellett. And today, Tori Miller for the South claims the MVP. One more time, a recap of what took place here today. In set 1, the North won 26-24. Set 2, South 25-15. And then when it counted, set 3, the North 26-24 with a 1-0 lead. Set 4, the South came back, winning it 25-19. And set 5, the South takes it today, 25-17. A huge day for the FCA All-Star Festival. Keep in mind that tonight at 7 p.m. is the game at Shotwell Stadium. Until then, though, we will see you signing off from BigCountryHomepage.com. I'm Dusty Baker. See you tonight at 7 at Shotwell.